matchup with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Eagle, Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
By the Saints.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
Gary on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The Saints, 1st down.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10. Hill again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Pass. Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hill being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Jackson to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
At the 42-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's just me and you. Switch. Undercut.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 36 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, Kamara. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
On the play. But it's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Hill. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun. Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Eagles 20, Saints 3. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey,
On 1st down, Hill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Hill looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They start the second half with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Complete to Emmanuel.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. Rolling to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
3-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete.
He's gonna make
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Hill on 1st down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Hill. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Hill's pass.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out of the gun, Hill. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 71 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Hill. But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. To right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Hill now after the interception. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
30. And the Saints first down.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
To the air again. Hill. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Great thing he's done. Here I come. Lion. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On play action, Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.